The world of Harry Potter is one of the most intricate and interesting in all of current fiction. Part of the reason it's this way is because, well, for one thing, J.K. Rowling was constantly developing it and adding to it over the course of 7 books. And for another, because there was so much to the world itself. It seemed real because all of the different intricacies made it seem real. From big things like how the government worked and the mythos and the history of the magical world, to all the little things, like using owls to deliver mail. And having awesome candy that could literally leap out of its box. Everybody likes candy, and reading about these amazing sweets made me wait all the more anxiously to get my letter from Hogwarts. Candy plays an interesting part in the Harry Potter series, in part because it reflects a lot of the British culture surrounding sweets. There's a very different culture surrounding candy in Great Britain than here in America, going far back in its history. Back when it was still an ever-expanding empire in the 18th century, tons of sugar was imported into England, especially Glasgow. So much sugar was brought in that it was thought that it would have to be re-exported, but luckily it became a patriotic act in England to develop a sweet tooth, and all of it was consumed. England started their love affair with chocolate a short time later in the 19th century, when drinking chocolate was imported from Mexico and sweetened with sugar, turning England into a veritable nation of chocoholics. This led to a boom of corner shops devoted to selling sweets like the ones seen in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and while they aren't as prevalent as they once were, they are integral to a lot of Britain's culture of candy. By the way, did you notice that the Candyman gives away armfuls of candy to most kids, but when the one poor kid in town wants them, he's all jerk? But who wants to talk about all of that, you know? Facts and history and cultural context, who cares about any of that? I have a bunch of Harry Potter candy right here that I am eager to try and possibly poison myself with. First up, chocolate frogs. The staple of the Harry Potter series, definitely one of the most famous pieces of candy made by the Harry Potter series. Okay. Alright, frog card. Well, the frogs are a little smaller than I thought, but they are like a Crunch bar. They do have baked rice in them, or, you know, whatever the crunchy stuff is in Crunch, and, you know, it is Harry Potter, it is chocolate, and it is a Harry Potter chocolate frog. Can't go wrong. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's just like a Crunch bar, except more froggy and more Harry Pottery. Not bad if I do say so myself. Okay, what card did I get? I got Quirrell. I got Professor Quirrell. What did he ever do to deserve a chocolate frog card? You know what? Screw that. Getting another one. I'll not let my chocolate frog card be Professor Quirrell. Honestly, now. Alright, and... okay, this is better. Ollivander. That's much better. These cards are kind of holographic, so, you know, they're like those little kids' toys that used to have that, you know, when you move them, like this, the picture itself moves.
I've got Dumbledore. I got about 6 of him.
It's a little disappointing that they don't, you know, actually do anything magical like they do in the books, but, you know, the frogs don't jump out of their packages either, so, you know, there's that too. And, last card. Or last frog, rather, with the card in it. Come here, you. And Phileas Flitwick. Cool. I have to say, even though I got, you know, Quirrell for one of them, I have to say that the artwork for them are really, really cool. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. And they have descriptions on the back, too. Let's see, here's Ollivander. An old man with a soft voice, misty silvery eyes that shine like the moon's, and long fingers, remembers every wand he has ever sold. Sold Harry Potter his first wand, holly and phoenix feather, 11 inches long. Cool.
Hey, he's gone. Well, you can't expect him to run around all day, can you?
Okay, so those are chocolate frogs. I'm going to be saving my other 2 frogs that I have yet to eat for later, because something tells me...
Bertie, what's every flavour beans? They mean every flavour.
I'm going to need something to wash the taste out of my mouth. And it probably won't be the soap-flavored jelly bean. Alright, next up, jelly slugs. These are the other most available Harry Potter candy aside from chocolate frogs and Bertie Bott's every flavor beans. Okay. Yeah. This is what they look like. They're not very jelly-ish. That's not jelly at all. Okay, so according to the back of the package, there's a couple different flavors of them. This one is pear. They're hard, you know, when you bang them against the counter, but they're actually pretty soft when you start chewing them. They're not like gummy bears, though. They're gummy worms. But that's definitely a peary taste. A very pleasant peary taste. This one is sour cherry. Never had sour cherries before. Never known cherries to be all that sour. And a sour watermelon. Sour apples, that's something different. It just kind of tastes like cherries. Nothing too sour about it. Okay, these ones are tangerine. That's definitely a very tangy, citrusy taste. That's better. I have to admit, the texture takes a little bit of getting used to. Because, like I say, they're hard when they start out, but then they turn soft, so that's pretty cool. But, you know, it's just kind of like, what? You know, it's kind of weird to really pinpoint that sensation of what happens when you start chewing on them, but all the same, they're not bad so far. And this last one is banana. I'm really trying hard not to think of banana slugs right now. But if banana slugs tasted like this, I wouldn't mind. This is quite pleasant. It's nice and banana-y. It's pretty good. So, those are the jelly slugs. They're hard until you bite on them, and then they get soft and chewy, and they're surprisingly pretty good. At least, you know, for something called jelly slugs. You probably don't want to have slugs in your mouth in any other occasion. Okay. What next? I know. Wash away that flavor, or wash down the flavor, with a nice butterbeer. And, just like in the books, I can tap this bottle with my wand and open it with magic. I should also note that this isn't actually Butterbeer. It doesn't call itself Butterbeer. It is actually Flying Cauldron Butterscotch Beer, non-alcoholic. I guess they couldn't actually get away with calling it Butterbeer. I really don't know why, so they had to change the branding with it. But, yeah. For all intents and purposes, it is Butterbeer. This is what they serve at the Harry Potter theme park in Orlando, so Butterbeer. Ooh. Smells very creamy. What is this exactly? Butterscotch cream soda. Okay. Yeah, alright, so I'm not a huge fan of cream soda, but maybe because it's butterbeer, it might be better. Let's see. Wow. That is rich. Whew. It's good, but it is very, very, very sweet. Yeah. Like I say, not a big fan of cream soda, but this is pretty good. It has a very nice butterscotchy taste to it. But wowzers, is it sweet. And it's very rich, too. Kind of sits in the back of your throat after you've taken a sip, and I can still taste it right now. But, yeah, it's pretty good. I was kind of hoping for better because it's Butterbeer. It's like one of the bigger parts of Harry Potter in terms of, you know, candy and drinks and that sort of thing. But I'm still drinking it. But I think I'm going to stop now. So, yeah, Butterbeer. It's pretty good. Okay, how about Pepper Imps next? These ones have their own big old jar, and they're supposed to be like cinnamon-flavored candies. It smells cinnamony. Okay, kind of like an Altoid a bit, covered in a little bit of sugar here. So, let's see. Well, that's disappointing. It tastes like something that's supposed to taste like cinnamon candy, you know, like those hot cinnamon candies that you can get at the supermarket, but, yeah, it's really kind of bland. It's not really sweet. It's not really spicy. You can't really taste the cinnamon all that much. Yeah, it tastes, that's pretty much it. It tastes like something that's supposed to taste like cinnamon, but it doesn't actually taste like cinnamon. Very disappointing. But, in the book, I'm forgetting, of course, that Pepper Imps are actually black. I kind of forgot about that. These are more, you know, red like Altoids. But one of the selling points of them is that they're a magical candy. You can breathe fire on your friends. Unbelievable. Not a single puff of smoke or a single ember to be seen. What a ripoff.
That's totally barbaric.
So much for that. Winky may have been onto something. Okay. Next up, Peppermint Toads. Another item that was sold in Honeydukes in the third book. These ones are actually dark chocolate candies with, you know, peppermint in them, hence the name Peppermint Toads. Alright. Okay. Have it. Alright, there's a few to try. These look really good. Like I say, dark chocolate, and if you can see that, the peppermint is marbled right in. They look quite good. And they are. The chocolate is nice and creamy. The peppermint is a very nice flavor to that. It's quite good. It's like those dark chocolate Andes mints that you get sometimes, except they're Harry Potter and they're toad shaped. So cool. I certainly approve.